Hi guys, welcome back. Um, Today I'm doing a reading, what's coming next in love for this sign of Cancer. Um, my hair looks really crazy, but we're going with it because who cares? It's just hair. Um, okay, so Cancer. When I was in your guys' energy, it was really fun. It was like a scene from The Little Mermaid, but not like the whole splashing and her like doing the whole dance. In fact, it was almost like she wasn't even in. It wasn't like an actual scene from The Little Mermaid. It was like um an underwater scene with like the jellyfish and all this the water life, right? And it was just, there was music and there was dancing and you were dancing along, and it was like your inner child was enjoying itself, right? um and I'm hearing there's, and you know what, I'm not even hearing any guidance from it. I'm just hearing like you're taking the steps right now to really just enjoy little moments. Little moments, I'm hearing just little moments throughout your day where you're playing, your song comes on and you're going fully into it and enjoying your little moments, into enjoying your inner child. Um, which is interesting because with this series of readings that I've been doing, who's coming in next, I haven't really gotten any messages during the meditation except for with yours. So there you go. And in fact, I just realized that I'm giving you a meditation message, and I'm like, wait, this is a love reading. Okay, so let's start off with you guys, Cancer. Let's see what comes out for you and what's coming next in love. I'm trying to get caught up, guys. I want to do, what I'm trying to do is have series, like a weekly series. So next week I want to do career and finances. And my hair is just, I'm not, no. So we're just going to, I'm not vain. Who's asking that? But no, it's just not working for me today. So we're just going to, like, yeah. I'm gonna do career and finances, and then after that do spirituality, and then kind of start all over and do a new love series, right? And then just kind of go from there. Okay. If you guys have any suggestions on what you guys want to do, I'm not a huge fan of doing how if they're missing you. Things from the past, I'm not a huge fan. But again, if you guys request something, I am open. So just go ahead and comment down below. All right, Cancers, we got flirt and playfulness. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I feel like, okay, I feel like this is okay. Right now what I'm getting, flirt, I feel like you guys are extending your Cancers. In nature, we tend to be flirty even when we're not meaning to be flirty. Not so much in like Geminis, where Geminis will flirt themselves into a situationship and be like, oh shoot, right? We're more of a like, we're joking and we're just like fluttery and joking, and we tease and stuff, and it comes off as flirty, but we're not necessarily flirting. You'll know when we're flirting. Like it's yeah. Okay, but I feel like right now you're going around and you're spreading that love. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm like getting a weird I don't know about rash, but just like a weird itch on my anyway, that's either having something to do with you guys, or I don't know what's going on. I just showered, so maybe it was a new soap or something, I don't know. But you guys are passing off that playfulness. I feel like you guys are going around kind of giving off that you're flirting but not flirting vibe, almost like you guys are Just spreading around that Cancer energy. You know that Cancer energy. I'm a Cancer energy, so I know that Cancer energy. It's like when you walk in the room, it's like boom, baby, I'm here, right? And you don't have to even say anything. You just walk in, and it's that smile. It's that debonair. It's that je ne sais quoi. Um, and it's just spreading. It's spreading. I feel it spreading like a just it's a vibe. It's a vibe. And then you got playfulness and then keep an open mind, right? So yeah, like there's just a lot of yeah, look, playfulness. Playfulness, like exactly what I got in my meditation, and then keep an open mind. It does say your soulmate may differ from your usual type. Um, I feel like you're calling in love, but from like not just love, like relationships, not just like what is the word that's friendships and intimate. That's also doesn't work because you can be romantically, not romantically, okay? So friendship, romantic, non-romantic, platonic friends, soulmates that are, I feel like you're calling in soul family right now, right? And you're just spreading it. It's almost like you're sending out this wave of energy, and it's bringing in the right people, right? You got the Tower in reverse starting off. Okay. Okay, the Tower in reverse. This energy feels so good. I could swim in it. Ace of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. The Hangman. And then the Eight of Wands in reverse. That's interesting. And then at the bottom we got the Chariot in reverse. Bro, all your cards but one are reversals. Okay. So I feel like you're avoiding the Tower moment. There's a Tower moment coming in with somebody that in the past there was um there's somebody coming in and you're avoiding the Tower moment, or you're avoiding future Tower moments with a situation or situationships. This could be several people where in the past there was just no. Hang on one second. I'm getting a bunch of downloads, so I want to make sure I get. Yeah. This in the past you believed was something that was going to be your passionate. I'm getting romance novel, love story, fairy tale story telling, and it just wasn't. In fact, I'm getting it was the complete opposite. It was a situation here where there was no equal give and take. Um, and in fact, it looks like because the Six of Pentacles is here in reverse, I feel like this was somebody that you had a strong soul contract with. It looks like this. It looks like in reverse. It looks like the child in the situation, which could be perceived as if looked in the relationship. And I'm not saying this is how it actually is, but if perceived by the other person, it looked like the the person that was deemed less than. And I'm not saying you are. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. But I feel like you were viewed like you were lesser than, less, not as smart, not as abundant, not as beautiful, not as able. I'm hearing that you were seen as, what's the word? I hear it, I see it, but I can't, it's not, I want to say meager. It's not, that's not the word. Gullible. You were seen as gullible. As a child. You were seen as a child. Duh, it's on the card. But the way I've been shown is, so basically it was almost like a parent child dynamic. This could have been a parent child, right? Um, I'm getting for some of you, it could have been, but for the majority, for whoever I'm reading for, this was not a parent child dynamic. But this person felt like they stood over you, right? And they felt like they were giving to you, but or that they had more to offer you um, than you to them. And when push came to shove, you just kept giving and giving and giving, because in this card in the reverse, it looks like this, the little one here, the child is just pouring into this person's bag. So whoever you were dealing with thought that they had they had they were the table, basically. They thought that they had it, that they were the prize, that you'd be so lucky, that um yeah, this is what I'm getting. Um but I feel like this put you into a state of hangman, and you went into a hangman. This put you into a state of, I feel like you didn't understand what you were seeing. You didn't understand what you were seeing because you were in a situation where you were seeing things. What you were seeing and what you were feeling weren't matching up, right? And so you went into, yeah, so you went into, basically you went within. And I don't feel like a hermit, more of a sense. You kind of just sat there and you allowed things to play out, and you allowed yourself to see. If I put them in layman's term, it's almost like you allowed to people to behave the way they wanted to behave, to do what they wanted to do. Oh, what's that saying? You allowed people to behave the way they wanted to behave to show you their true colors, basically, right? And if you can see here, you were not necessarily in a safe place. You can see all the thorns down here, and you were hanging right above the thorns. So basically, if you had lowered yourself and you had submerged yourself completely into this situation, and I feel like you had for a minute, and then you pulled yourself out because you were like, this is just not adding up. Something's not right here. This is a prickly situation and it doesn't feel right. Right? And it allowed you to view the situation from a higher perspective. And that allowed you to bring yourself to see the truth of the situation. And with that, that was cut off communication. Basically, there was, I'm hearing the ending, but we'll go further into it. I'm hearing the ending, but I don't feel like it was the ending, the ending. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's clarify the tower in reverse. So let's clarify the tower in reverse. The snake. Yep. What did I say? The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So this could be somebody that actually was doing things behind your back, was the things that were coming out of their mouths, their behaviors, their actions were not, they weren't matching up. They weren't matching up. So you allowed them to behave, and you sat back and you watched as they did what they wanted to do, um, to show you who they really were, and you saw the truth for what it was. And I feel like this person, whoever they are, there is a sense of them trying to come back, and you know now who they are, exactly who they are and what they've done. And well, let's just get further into it. Okay, let's clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like the Ace of Wands for me is like, even like in matters of the boudoir, that was even bad. Like, there's the passion, it just wasn't passion. There's a difference between passion and just straight up volatile, right? There's a difference between those two. And I feel like this was not passionate. This was volcanic, volatile eruption of just spew and just not right. Mask, it's clarified. Ace of Wands is in reverse is clarified by not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Yeah, this person was pretending to be something they weren't. And I feel like it's, I heard something really messed up in my head. I'm not going to say it though. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse is the butterfly relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. I feel like this helped you to heal your inner child. And remember what I said at the beginning, that I saw you like swimming with your inner child and having fun, just connecting with your inner child. It's allowed you to connect with yourself so much to the point where you've healed certain wounds. Because a lot of the time when we allow certain disrespects and we allow certain people into our lives, they're childhood wounds, right? Where we were treated a certain way, and it's a pattern. We think that, well, our parents treated this way, is, and there's a similarity there, and it's a bunch of, it's not as simple as that, right? There's a lot more logistics into it. There's, past lives, there's connections, there's an addiction feeling. There's so much into it. It's not as basic as in you had a bad life, so you called in a bad childhood, so you called in a bad partner, right? No. I personally don't feel like that's what it is. And there's even people that say, "Oh, you have you're on that frequency." I don't believe that either, cuz I know for a fact when I bumped into my a karmic, I was not on that frequency. So there's a lot that goes into it. Um, but it is helping to evolve you to things that you need to see, things that you do need to heal, and do need to see a certain pattern of behavior that you're allowing, or that you haven't understood from a certain a point of view, or I'm hearing a standpoint. So this has caused you to go. It's been a catalyst. I don't feel like this was a main catalyst. I feel like this was the end catalyst, right? I don't feel like this was your guys's main catalyst, because this type of healing, I feel like there was healing done already at certain levels. This was already like almost the final catalyst, like the final POS that you had to deal with, to just be like, you know what, I get it, I understand, and even if I'm a healer, it doesn't matter. Like, there are certain people that I can't help, I won't help. Mm-mm. Right? And so let's clarify the Hangman. Well, they want to be real Real specific. Let's clarify the Hangman. Bro. Okay. The Runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. I feel like the least of the issues was the Runner, but yeah, this one was somebody that played a lot of games. This one was somebody that um this was just somebody that played a lot of games. This was somebody that um I think this is somebody that's very stubborn. And the sad part is that I feel like their stubbornness gets themselves more into sticky situations than it actually helps them. Like there's a level of stubbornness that is good, right? Our ego is there to help us. Our ego is a certain amount of ego is good, right? Stand up for your beliefs, stand up for you know, the things that you stand for, right? But when you get to a certain point, when you see a building falling, and that's the hill you're gonna die on, like bro, just pick another hill. Pick another hill. Move from the hill. Go to a different hill. It's okay. It's okay. You made a wrong choice. Fix your choice. You don't have to wait till the hill collapse or till you unalive on that hill. Fix your mistakes, and even if you can't back and go back and fix a mistake, at least you know better moving forward that okay, I made a mistake this time. Instead of waiting 3 years later, I'll fix it almost immediately, right? Instead of waiting till you see the building falling apart and oh, maybe it'll stop falling apart. Really? Like at a certain point, you just kind of have to. You're just hurting yourself, honestly. Um, the Eight of Wands, where there's no communication. The energy did shift a little bit. The energy did. I don't feel like this is actually a bad person. I feel like this is just somebody that really does a lot of the mistakes that they make are really done by their own doing. They allow their ego, which I feel like they have gone. Okay, we'll go a little bit deeper into that. I feel like this person has allowed their ego to. This is a person who will stay at a job way too long. Way too long. They know they're miserable. They know that they're unhappy. They know that they can do better, but they will stay there way past. It almost sounds like somebody who's a cancer. But cancers are only like that in a relationship. And this is only in an unhealed like sun cancer, right? So I feel like this whoever you're dealing with is a cancer in a different placement because cancers tend to beat a dead horse or flog a dead horse um, way past it's done, right? Um, but I don't feel, and I feel like with Cancer Sun, I feel like we do that because we continue to try to see, um, continue to try to see the good in a situation. We try to have hope until you actually go through something so toxic that you no longer have those feelings. That no longer, yeah, no. But um, this feels more like this is somebody who allows their ego to say, no, I made this mistake and I'm going down with it. Like, you made a mistake. Okay, you made a mistake. Fine. You don't have to ruin the next 2 years of your life or miss out on something that you could go and fix possibly fix. And even if you can't fix it, at least you know that you can't fix it. At least you can move different directions, right? Anyway, the Eight of Wands is clarified by sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. I feel like this person is watching you, or vice versa. This is a soulmate. This is a very strong soulmate. I feel like they might have let a karmic come in between this situation, and they found out it was a mistake. And instead of owning up to the mistake, they just went with it, rolled with it, um, allowed it to just, again, I made the mistake. It's almost that, like, okay, I dug my grave, I'm gonna lie in it. But a lot of these mistakes, you don't actually have to lie in them. You can just be like, I'm gonna stop digging, and I'm gonna go and fix it. If you can't fix it, I'm gonna go and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? There are certain people that do make mistakes and they have to line it because the miss that they made was continuing over and over and over and over and over again. If that's the case, then it is what it is. Then yeah, you then sometimes you just have to deal with what you deal with, and sometimes being with um having lost someone, let's say, is your karma. But having to stick with the karmic, you don't have to keep on punishing yourself even after you lose the person you wanted to be with. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe the karma was losing the person, but you don't have to continue the batter, or the punishment by staying with someone, or in a situation, or at a job, or I'm even hearing this could be family, um or friends, where you know that it's just not right. I'm actually going to get you guys some guidance cards. Guidance card from the deck. And then I'll get you guys spirit guidance, because um should I just use this one? Well, I mean, look, it says flirt, playfulness. Flirt, playfulness. Keep an open mind. What is Cancer's guidance in here? What is Cancer's guidance? Cool. So you guys got religious factors could be religious factors. So I feel like somebody is still undergoing a lesson. Soulmate. Yes, this is a soulmate. And then unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. For some of you guys, it is too late. If you've been told directly that it's too late, then it is too late. If you haven't been told directly that it's too late, well, then shoot your shot. And then if you're told, hey, it's too late, then that's what you got to do, right? I'd rather always know at the end of the day. But if you've been told directly, hey, I'm no longer interested, then take the hint. But if you haven't even tried and you haven't been told directly, hey, no, it's not too late, you just assume it is, then, I don't know, maybe I'm trying to meet the guidance in the middle here. Maybe shoot out a message, and if you get no, I'm not interested, then at least you know, right? All right, Cancer, you got a time for healing, and then you got what do you need to release? Okay. A time for healing, and what do you need to release? I don't feel like it's actually, for some of you guys, I don't feel like it's necessarily unconditional love. I feel like for some of you guys, it's been a minute. And so time moves on. When you show other people that you're making your life choices without them, they're going to move on and make life choices without you. So for some of you guys, it could just be that. For others, it could be that they are no longer interested. like I said, if somebody has directly said no, I am not interested in this anymore, then take that as Bible. If that has not come out of somebody's mouth, if you don't know that to be fact, I'd rather always know the truth, take my shot. If I'm told no, I'd rather know that it's a no than always wonder for the rest of my life. That's just me though. Anyway, Cancer, I'm going to leave it here. I'm so thankful you guys were here today. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you guys soon.